Drive on Mama, buckle up. Andrea TV here from driveonmama.com, coming to answer your Doordash questions. You want to know how to become a top dasher. What are the requirements for you to become and to have the status of a top dasher? You will, by the last day of the month, have to have a customer rating of 4.7 or above, an acceptance rating of 70% or above, and a completion rating of 95% or above. Those three things on the 30th or 31st or 28th if it's a February, the last day of the month by 11:59 p.m. If that is what your stats read in your account settings, when the clock strikes 12, Doordash does a review of everyone's account, and then on the first or sometimes the second, they will grant you the status of top dasher. If you are below the numbers on any of the three that I mentioned, you will not be a top dasher. And I'm going to put an asterisk next to that, and I'll tell you why. So again, a customer rating of 4.7 or above, an acceptance rate of 70% or above, and a completion rate of 95% or above will get you top dasher. And I say an asterisk because my first time going for a top dasher was August going into September. And for whatever reason, my account, when I completed the orders, it was not going up to in percentage points. And I mean, like, from 91 to 95, I never got to 95. It would take 7 or 8 orders before it would go up 1 percentage point. And I called them over and over the last 3 days. I was like, something is wrong. It's not going up. I'm completing 7 to 10 orders before it goes up 1 percentage point. So when I ended at 94%, on their end, they told me it's a delay. So I saw 94%, but they were able to see the completion rate of 95%. So that's why it's the asterisk. But it is so worth it in my opinion. And if you are a top dasher, it only lasts for that month. If you want to continue it, you would still, by the end of the next month, have to have the same criteria that I just mentioned, or you will lose the status of top dasher. Now, after you've seen the screenshots of my current ratings, we are going to go on a ride along. It is Sunday evening. We are going to do the dinner shift. It is currently about 4:52 right now, and we're going to work till about 9:30. And right now it is raining. It's been raining all weekend. So there is a peak pay of $4.50, I believe, till 5:30, and then it's going to change and vary. We're going to see how much we can do in this time, and we have our first order. Mama Lucia's, $10.25 for 1.5 miles, and the subtotal is $84. That is another perk and benefit. You get to see higher subtotals, $35 to $99. Before Top Dasher, most of my orders were $35 and below. So let's go get out. Okay, that order is dropped off, and it stayed at $10.25. Some people just don't believe in heavy tipping. It was a $3 tip, and the rest was base pay and peak pay. We have our next offer picking up at Tide Pad, $11.50, I believe, for 2.5 miles. Let's go get it. Okay, that last order, there was a small hidden tip. We received $14.50 instead of the $11.50. And now we have our next order, Maggiano's, 15 and change for 3.8 miles. Hopefully it's ready. Let's go. Okay, that last order went up to $16.50, and the peak pay is now up to $6 until $7.29. It is now $5.55. Let's see how many we can do before it's over. And we have our next order. We are picking up at the Little Beast Bistro, $12.75 for 1 mile, 2 items. Let's go. Okay, that last one had a hidden tip. We received $18.75 instead of the $12.75 that was shown. They tipped $10 and then the peak pay and the base pay. And now we are back on the avenue, and we're going back to Little Bistro. This time it's also 2 items going 0.9 miles, $12.75 offered, and hopefully this one has a hidden tip too. Okay, that last order there was no hidden tip, but I am not complaining still. $12.75 for less than a mile. After declining a few, not due to dollar amount, but due to distance, we have our next order picking up at the Satay Club, $12.75, going the 1 point whatever miles that's on the screen, and subtotal $91, 9 items. So this one should have a hidden tip. even though we are, oh no, we're staying in the zone. Okay, that last order, there was a hidden tip. It was 15 and change, and we are back on the avenue, accepted our next order, back to the Satay Club, 1275, 1.4 miles. This one is taking us out of the zone, and it's only 4 items. I'm not expecting a hidden tip, only because most of the Satay Clubs, they tip, you know, $2, $3, $4. They usually don't go up, but we're going. Another reason I accepted it, I was hoping to get one close enough that I might be able to get another order in before 7:29. It is like 7:09 right now, and the $6 peak pay ends at 7:29. I don't know what it's going down to, but that's why I chose it. Okay, that last order, there was no hidden tip as I expected, and we have our next order, $14, going 3 miles, picking up at Masala Art Indian Restaurant. And this one also I'm not expecting a hidden tip because this restaurant usually produces local. Okay, so that last order, there was a small hidden tip, and we have our next order, picking up at Maywa, 1725 for 4.1 miles. And this restaurant is on the 2nd floor, and the entrance is in the back. So there is no filming, but we're walking in through the back now. Let's go. Okay, that last order did have a hidden tip. We received $21.25 instead of the $17.25 that was shown. And we have our next one. We're going back to Tide Pad for $10.75 and 1.3 miles. The peak pay, I believe, right now is $4. Okay, we have ended our dinner shift. We worked a total of 4 hours and 15 minutes for a total of $149.50. It was raining all weekend. Hurricane Ian hit the West Coast, East Coast. Even though I'm in Maryland, we still had rain all weekend long. So the peak pays are the highest I've seen so far, even when the snow. And I think a lot had to do with also being Top Dasher. I've seen $3 peak pays up to $4.50 previously as a non-Top Dasher, but never up to $6. So now that you know how to become a Top Dasher, hopefully this gives you a little insight on what the possibility could be. I have had one $35 hour when it was peak pay and rainy weather in the past, but before the end of the shift, that $35 had dwindled down because either I'm declining the orders I don't want or too far, or I'm not getting any orders, so that I wasn't as busy. So I think it's worth it in my market, but that's something you have to judge for yourself. And drive on mama.com.